Wow, I just want to, give a great shout out to my team. We've played a tough 10 games preseason, and at the time when I set that schedule, I knew that I would have a great point guard in Chandra leading the team, and we went into some tough competitions without her and struggled a little bit. But I continue to tell them that, every game, every possession, we're going to learn. We're going to get better. We may not come out on the positive end of things when it comes to the scoreboard, but in other areas we will. And, we did some good things in some of those games, and tonight it all showed up. We kind of put it together, whether it was on the offensive end or defensive end. So I'm very proud of them, and keeping their morale up, keeping their spirits up, continuing to work hard. I know that I've got a great group. They're a smart bunch of young ladies, and we're going to continue to work and see how well we can do in the SWAC.
Were there moments that you got discouraged? The girls talked about how they did at times.
A little bit, because I could see the disappointment in their faces. But discouraged is a little different from giving up. Giving up, you just tend to let everything go. A little discouraged because we weren't executing on some of the basic things I felt like we shouldn't be doing wrong, but we did. So I was discouraged in that aspect. But I know that once we get all of our pieces together, we will have a great opportunity to be a team that'll be in the top in the SWAC. So we just kept our heads high, kept working hard and working on the things we were doing wrong. And when you're able to see things like that against a Kansas and a Notre Dame, you know that you're playing against the top. And so if you're just able to make some little adjustments, you're able to compete with teams on your level.
Was there a moment through all this, maybe you get back to a hotel after a tough game, or on a bus or on a plane or something, where you had to just play psychologist or play a trick,
Mm-hmm.
or say, all right, girls, come on, we're okay, or crack a joke at the right time?
Very few. Very few. They know that I'm a pretty serious person, and I can have fun when there's time to have fun, but I don't want them to take losses lightly. And so I continue to bring out, again, emphasize those things that we didn't do very well, and work on the things that we know we're good at, continue to work on those things, as well as correct our mistakes. So not a lot of joking, but they understood the importance of us taking what we learned from those games so that we can move on. You have to have a short memory when you're playing those teams and the scoreboard is a little lopsided.
This is a pretty mature team you have, isn't it, to handle some of that disappointment?
It is. We have two great leaders in Chandra Davis and Nigel Robertson. They are our captains. I've got, like I said, a smart group. This past semester, out of 17 players, we had 14 with a 3.0 or better. So they're smart young ladies. They're very focused in the things that they're participating in, and that tends to, when you have someone who feel good about a lot of areas in their lives, then it's kind of easier for them to get over some disappointments.